Okay, you guys, we got another project going on with the 1986 Corvette here. We are now going to replace the fuel injector O-rings on the fuel injection system on this 1986 Corvette. This is the plenum. We've already removed that. And next thing we're going to remove are these runners that run up to the plenum. We've got to do some repairs on this thermostat housing that somebody attempted to repair and kind of messed up. So we got to fix what they screwed up. And we're going to replace all the gaskets on this runners where they connect to the plenum and to the intake gasket. So we're kind of in the middle of getting started here. On these Corvettes, you got to take out the wheels so you're able to get to everything, because they take up so much room and the car is so low. So that's where we're at now. We're going to clean up all the injectors, replace all the O-rings. We're going to clean the EGR valve, which is that thing that looks like a little spaceship right there with a hose on it. And just make sure that the fuel system is clean, because we were getting bad readings at the emissions test place. Our hydrocarbons were too high, and our carbon monoxide levels are too high. And some of the main reasons for that are injectors, timing, and the air injection system. So we'll go ahead and give those things some attention and see if we can get it to pass emissions next time we go test it. So that's where we're at right now. I'll keep you updated once we get going back together with it. And I just wanted to give you a little visual of what's going on with the removal of the fuel rail. And it's pretty involved here. You have to take apart a lot of stuff to even get to the fuel rail, but we're going to go ahead and remove that now. This was just all the stuff we had to take apart just to get to it. So just wanted to give you a heads up on that. One of the things is we had to remove the pulley off the smog pump just to be able to back out that bolt, just so the valve cover could clear for removal. So that's just one of the little details that's going on with this car. It's just kind of challenging, but we're pacing ourselves and we're getting this thing together so it'll run nice. So that's where we're at. Oh yeah, I went ahead and turned my windshield into a workbench. You have to put a big old piece of cloth or a rug up there just to make sure you're not cracking the windshield while you're working on whatever you're working on. So if that helps you out a little bit, that's a neat little handy trick. So we're going to go ahead and continue with the removal and cleaning of the injectors as well as the fuel rail. My starter went out after I rebuilt the fuel injection system, so I had to get it over to my brother's shop, which is a dealership, and that's where we're at right now. We're in a dealership service bay, service shop. So we've already done a valve cover gasket on the other side. We did this valve cover a couple of days ago. So we got a new valve cover gasket on there because the one, I had to remove that to get to those runners. And when I put it back on, I didn't put new valve cover gaskets on it, so it was leaking quite a bit. But we got one. We do have one new valve cover gasket on this side, and we're getting ready to do the other side right now. What also has been done since the car has been here is we got a new starter in it. So once we get it up in the air, I'll show you the new starter. And then we have to repair a air line that went to the exhaust pipe that somebody cut when they either removed and replaced the transmission or removed and replaced the exhaust a while ago. So that's what we're doing now. Just wanted to give you a heads up on what's going on with this 86 Corvette. It's in a real shop right now, so it's on a real lift. And I'll show you once we get the car up in the air, the parts that we've given attention to. Cool little brother. I'm glad he owns this dealership shop. And show me where the starter, what you did, where's the starter at?
The starter's right here.
Right there.
Had to drop the flywheel housing.
Oh yeah.
Push these little lines out of the way.
Okay.
And put this fat starter up in there. Not too much fun because you had to kind of finagle it up in there.
Oh, I know, man. I'd have been in tears because I was on the ground trying that.
Yeah.
Okay, show me this exhaust part we're getting ready to work on.
Work on this little exhaust hose right here.
Yeah.
It's in half now, but when we get done, it's gonna
be
back together.
That's got a lot to do with it passing emissions, I think. Because all that air that's coming through here was just going somewhere else.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to be going into that cat and then out the pipes. So okay, you want to get started on that?
Makeshift repair will do it.
I know. I'd rather have a welder, but I don't have a welder right now. So let's go ahead and get started on that.